The batting was sensational from those two, but then they lost the wicket of Nissanka quickly after that. Kushal Mendes as well. And Mishara was the last man to follow. And now 65 for 3 doesn't look so good.
Yeah, they got off to a fly until Nissanka picked out deep backward square to perfection. Didn't quite get all of it. You could tell by the emotion dusty in there. But the off spinner came in. Kushal Mendes pulled out in a similar position, going for the sweep into the longer side, and then the reverse going horribly wrong. Off spinner in Mahedi Hassan has to. Just out of the power play, Bangladesh have held the scoring and more importantly picked up wickets at regular intervals.
You got to feel for Shariful because he was the recipient of some high quality shots played against him. Not necessarily of bad balls or loose balls. Batum actually hit one shot of leg delivery for 6. Got to find the fielder. No, that's going to be 4 runs. It's taken a while for this boundary. 22 balls. And good way to get off the mark for former captain Sri Lanka.
And he does well. He's picked up the shorter length. He's dropped it short on Mahedi. And he's turned off to the back foot and placed it perfectly. Two fielders position on that boundary, but just away. Outfield also very quick, and timing gets you runs.
Very deceptive in the way he contributes. Sri Lanka, you might think that he's not quite finding his flow, looking a little scratchy, but suddenly an innings of some substance. Striker of 150, 160 neatly can bowl 2 or 3 overs for his side. Often we've compared Kusal Pereira's batting style with Sanath Jayasuriya, but this is a very rare scenario where we've got Kushal Pereira outside and Sanath Jayasuriya in the dressing room.
Once again, the matchup working. Wasn't stable on impact. You can still see his body weight falling behind. That's why not in control. Couple of wickets to the off spinner. Just out of the power play before that boundary, 19 deliveries, just the 12 runs and the 2 important wickets as well. And that's just, you feel, Bangladesh slightly on top.
This pitch as well is not one where you come in and start belting the ball around. Just a little slow until the dew comes. It's 72 for 3 now.
এভাবেই ভালোবাসার রংগুলোকে আপন করে শুরু হোক এক রঙিন যাত্রা। 5000-এর বেশি শেডস নিয়ে এখন নতুন ফর্মুলায় নতুন প্যাকে এলো বার্জার রোভিয়া ল্যাক। থাকো রঙিন।
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100% কার্যকর করে এক ধোয়াতে। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
Maggi Hot and Spicy Blast, taste of the nation.
Of the Asia Cup.
Get a single and a very smart choice with the bowling end. On assume the left arm spinner. Did he just slow the ball down a little bit? Cannot be, but just wanted more pace on that one. That shot comes off really well when there is pace off the pitch. You see what a long boundary does. And you've got a left arm spinner, and you've got to worry about Kusal Pereira's power as a left-hand batter, but he's got to clear the long boundary on the leg side. So that's the security that's been given to Nasum to bowl from this end. That's one way to exploit a long boundary. A little dab and a couple of runs. Good cricket from Kusal Pereira.
Very good and very smart. Aware that the 3 fielders on that leg side boundary were all coming from the fence. That they can just dip it into that leg side. Oh, this is important. A contest, India versus Pakistan tomorrow, the first in the Super 4. Be interesting to see what combinations are played. We'll be back in action at the Dubai International Stadium, 6:30 p.m. local time.
It's going to be take 2. This is the Asia Cup. We are leading 11-3 at the moment in the last 14 encounters. We'll find the fielder.
Just on the 2 that Kusal Perera dabbed into the leg side. Now Sri Lanka's dot ball percentage with the bat is the least. Only 32% of dot balls is what they play. So in amongst the boundaries, they maneuver the field and pick up those 1s and 2s. It was also a feature against the game in Afghanistan. Only 29 dot deliveries in that match-winning chase.
Good point you raise. And again, you can see the urgency. They won the second. You make the observations and I make the explanations as to why that happens. And I believe because these guys are such supreme athletes. And you saw that with Pathum Nisanka, Kusal Mendes as well, when they were hitting the boundaries. They're still very keen to run that extra run. And that comes from just having that kind of fitness. A la Virat Kohli, even in these conditions, very happy to get that extra run. This is another good over from Nasoom. Been terrific this tournament.
On that point as well, the nature of the surfaces, you and I were at the pitch report, slightly slower, so it's not easy when you come in. And just a confirmation of what we're talking about, they bat the least amount of dot balls. Extremely underlooked feature sometimes when you're trying to go hard and put runs on the board. So many opportunities for 1s and 2s. I saw that India-Pakistan game, so many dot deliveries. 63, if I remember correctly, is what Pakistan played.
I was hoping we'd see Pakistan there right at the bottom. Buruj. 11 was gone, 78 for 3.
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
এয়ারটেল শট। এয়ারটেল মানেই তো বেস্ট, কারণ মাই এয়ারটেল অ্যাপে বেস্ট অফার সব সময়।
Very quick down the leg side. Good take by Liton Dash.
Yeah, this has been an interesting matchup because now for Kusal Perera hitting into the shorter side. Mehdi Hassan firing in, whether he gets one to just turn outside the off stump.
Just a very wily customer. First time we saw him, Mehdi Hassan Miraj was in Sri Lanka in the Asia Cup. He just knows how to handle things here. Now Kusal Perera is on strike, but he'll have to hit against the spin to get a 6 on that short boundary on the leg side. Just watch him when he bowls to Kusal Perera, the length that he'll bowl, the speed as well. So he's a very street smart cricketer, very sharp cricketing mind. The leg side for Shanaka for the long boundary, happy to concede singles.
There's one boundary that came after 22 deliveries, the one Qasim Shanaka got off the mark to into the leg side. Mahdi Hassan dropped it short. Once again, 12 deliveries now without a boundary. This field, maybe something just got to give.
Again, you see that line that is bowled. The leg side boundary is the worry for him. They've got 3 boundary riders. It's a very short boundary for a guy who's so powerful as Perera is. Watch the line. Not obviously wide as well. Just a wily customer. Another Mehdi Hassan they've got, who's Mehdi Hassan Miraj, who plays test cricket, but this is the guy they favor for white ball cricket, and you can see why.
Now slightly different as well, slightly rounder arm, tries to fire it in and bowling well north of 90 Ks on a regular interval. not allowing either of the two batters to get under the ball for that big shot. At the moment, just ones and twos is the storyline.
Had a game at Abu Dhabi where the pitch was excellent. I think the pitches in Abu Dhabi for every game has been good. This one is not as easy for batting. Not easy for a new batter to come in. Now wickets have come to full leg deliveries. Mostly that leg. 83 for 3 Sri Lanka.
আবার কাটছে।
কি ভাই, দরকারের সময় নেট নাই? আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই। এখন নেট অন সারাক্ষণ।
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
জানতে পারলাম বাবার মাধ্যমে যে বিকাশে সেভিংস করা যায়। এটা সবথেকে ভালো লাগে যে কম অ্যামাউন্ট দিয়ে করা যায়। ক্যাশ আউট করতে গেলে কোনো চার্জ লাগে না।
বিকাশ এপিটিপিএস, টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ। এভাবেই ভালোবাসার রংগুলোকে আপন করে শুরু হোক এক রঙিন যাত্রা। 5000-এর বেশি শেডস নিয়ে এখন নতুন ফর্মুলায় নতুন প্যাকে এলো বার্জার রুবিয়া ল্যাক। থাকো রঙিন।
Shoriful's back. The choke is on. Bangladesh have been brilliant. The first 6 overs, the power play, Sri Lanka 53 for 1. They were running away with it. But since then, scoring under 5. Dasun Shanaka. Long line of left-handers to break that up. Have clawed themselves back into the game very nicely, Bangladesh. 6! That's a long way, short boundary or long boundary. It's a massive one. Sri Lanka need a few of those. That's because Bangladesh has created so much of pressure. Sri Lanka had a brilliant power play, but then Bangladesh will come back so strongly. And this was the release of pressure. Short delivery, we talk about the shorter boundary. And brilliant timing, went the distance. 89 for 3. Dasun Shanaka and Kusal Pereira, they need to steady things up for Sri Lanka. Well, the spinners have almost bowled out. Well, big over. That was off Shoriful, the third one. Atum Nissanka took 3 boundaries and then not many runs, hardly a boundary scored till Dasun Shanaka came out there. Actually, Kusal Pereira faced 13 balls without a boundary. Chuck Mediason's bowled out, Nasum's bowled 3, so just a one more spin. This could be tight, but they make it easy. My point here is they got to go to the part-timers in terms of spin. Sri Lanka have only struggled against spin, against the faster bowlers. They've scored a lot more freely. I'm not talking only of this Asia Cup, going back a couple of years. They've only gone at a runner ball against spin. That time pace off from Shoriful. Yeah, they've struggled. You're right. Sri Lanka doesn't really sweep too much. Kusal Mendes plays that well, got himself out today playing the sweep shot, but against Afghanistan, controlled it nicely. For some reason, against the Bangladeshi spinners, that sweep shot not effective. That time down. Oh! What happened there? He took a step back. Mustafizur, that's a massive one. He charged and then he thought he's not gonna make it and he bails out. But I'll tell you what, even he knows he should have given it a go. I'm very sure he would have got it. He goes backwards in fact, whereas would have been trying to get underneath it. Geez, the reactions tells the story. You keep picking up those wickets. That's the way you can control the runs scored.
They'll get a single. They got 9 off the over, 92 for 3 at the end of 13.
ক্রাঞ্চি বাটারফুল বিস্কিট, যার প্রতি বাইটে বিউটিফুল থেকে ওয়ান্ডারফুল সবই মনে হয় বাটারফুল। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
Maggie Hot and Spicy Blast. Taste of the nation.
সবার ভরসা মা আর মায়ের ভরসা এসিআই অ্যারোসল 50 বছরেরও বেশি সময় ধরে পরিবারের সুরক্ষায়।
ACI aerosol.
Mustafiz. Goes past the outside edge straight away, a bit of bounce.
7 overs to go. 10 and over from here is what Sri Lanka will need. Get themselves just above 160. There is plenty of batting though. Asalanka coming to Mendes. Asaranga Villalage. They just don't want new batters coming in because they seem to be taking just a bit of time to get themselves in. You need to take these if you're gonna keep chipping away.
Such a critical phase. Just a bit of bounce that time, going past that outside edge. Mustafiz tends to mix it up very well. Previous ball was pace on, this one pace off that time.
Kusal Pereira has been very, very quiet. 12 of 14. Is to take a chance here to get that innings going again. This is the moment. Mustafizur against the short leg side boundary. 3 in the deep on the leg side. He thought he had 4. He's got to pull one fielder in. Long on, deep square leg, deep fine leg. Third man, deep point on the cover boundary.
He's left with 4 balls in the over. Kusal Pereira 12 of 14. Dasun Shanaka has been the one who's looked to take the bowling on. Kusal Pereira on strike. Again, this time he gets the gap. That was pace off. Dragged it from outside the off stump. That's a welcome boundary for Sri Lanka at this stage.
And also for Kusal Pereira to get going. This was quite predictable what Kusal Pereira would do. I mentioned the shorter boundary. He's got to get it there. He was waiting for it. The moment the pace was not on offer, he runs the wrists over to get it away from deep square leg.
Mustafiz is very clever with that slower delivery, hard change of action, but Kusal Pereira picking it quickly. That's a misses. Now they're asking for a catch, and that's given. Kusal Pereira, now he's got to have a word. I'm wondering whether he'll refer it. He looks surprised.
Well, this type of one, you know if you're nicked it or not, so he's not reviewed it straight away. He's taken his time, but he's asked the question.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for caught behind. On-field decision is out. I've checked the field delivery. Move on to front on, please. Okay, ball is close to the bat. Ultra speed. Keep rolling, keep rolling. There is a clear strike when the ball is next to the bat. I don't see any gap between bat and ball. Bat and ball going back to Asif on field. Asif, stay with your decision of out. You're on screen single out now.
Right, so that's the reason why Bangladesh appealed straight away. Kusal Pereira referred it, but there was a nick. So Sri Lanka, they lose their fourth. Bangladesh striking at important times. Out for 16 of 16 balls. In the 14th over, 97 for 4.
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতে। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
আবার কাটছে কি ভাই? দরকারের সময় নেট নাই? আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই। এখন নেট অন সারাক্ষণ।
আমি টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আবার উঠে যাই ফেলে, তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিং সেট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
Maggie hot and spicy plus this combination, this combination, this combination, this combination, this combination. Scoring at little over 7 runs.
বাদাম মুখরোচক সব উপাদানই পরিবারের সবার জন্য। চানাচুর অরিজিনাল, চানাচুরের আসল স্বাদ।
Beautiful, he's got an over. He was taken to by the openers, but the spinners along with Taskin and Mustafizur have been outstanding.
Charlie. He's got those men on the leg side boundary, extra cover long off. Not on the boundary, goes a swing and gets it behind square leg. And the 100's up for Sri Lanka.
Well, coming in at 5, he's batted brilliantly well. Not many runs coming his team's way. He's played a few wonderful shots. And this one is basically taking a chance. It's bowled on the stumps. He goes across and he knows he cannot afford to miss it. He hits it so well, but not as well as this. This is hit so hard, goes a long way. Second 6 for Masood Shanaka.
Well, he's in there, he's in that side for this purpose and he's doing it perfectly. Striking at over 150, 2 4s and 2 6ers. Just what Sri Lanka needs at this stage. Going into the 15th over, They need to be in a stable place to try and launch the last 5. Look at the distance, 101 meters. Dasun Shanaka at his best. Sri Lanka have missed this Dasun Shanaka for quite a while. Well, he's made 28 of 18, 2 4s and 2 6s. Time a dot. Nicely bowled it wider. Try and drag it if you want to. The spotlight on Dasun Shanaka. 2 balls in the over left. Looks to sweep and good fielding. Good fielding. Swept it off his leg stump and found the man at short fine leg. That was flying. Again, fired at the stumps.
Calculated chances taken by Shanaka.
Right last ball of the over. He gets it on the full. And where has it gone? Long enough. Hit 6. Big over. 17 runs off it. 115 for 4.
আবার কাটছে কি ভাই দরকারের সময় নেট নাই আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই এখন নেট অন সারাক্ষণ
আমি টাকা রাখি কিন্তু আমার দেখেই তারপর ভিডিও দেখি একটা সেভিং সেটিং করে ফেললাম বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি
বিকাশ ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ
Maggie hot and spicy. This don't nation. This don't nation. This don't nation. This don't nation. This don't nation.
এভাবেই ভালোবাসার রংগুলোকে আপন করে শুরু হোক এক রঙিন যাত্রা 5000-এর বেশি শেডস নিয়ে এখন নতুন ফর্মুলায় নতুন প্যাকে এলো বার্জার রোগের
Now, what about this? Has he cleared it? I think he has. That's a good start. We talked about the shorter boundary and that's perfectly executed.